This is the second video I've made of my Lunamod Looper Basic Stamp 2 version. The first version I made, I used the potentiometers that were on board the professional development board. So I'll also do the quick run through here in case you're watching this video instead of the first, in case you haven't watched the first video. This is the external speaker external speaker and output for the audio amp right here. This is the onboard speaker, but I like the external speaker better. This is the actual Basic Stamp 2 microcontroller, and we're using this as a pot to change the frequency, and this is the pot to change the tempo. And you'll see when it turns on we have a tempo LED over here, and in this section I'll point it out again. When it happens, we've got the record LEDs. So we turned it on and we have a default loop, and quickly change this. Here's the volume control for the audio amp. So all the way down, and we'll turn it up about there. So this is the record button here. There's a set of 8 push buttons, normally open push buttons. So we press this button and we'll go into record mode, and we've got the tempo LED, of course, lighting up, and we've got the record LEDs. And the way I coded it, to turn off the main record LED, I put it in such a way that I decided to add another LED just to let you know that it's still in record mode. So this will take recording at any time, but if you don't happen to get the timing right with the tempo and the record LEDs, just so you know that the way this works, you may get the notes in a different order than you expect, but when you play it back as a loop, you can kind of fix that up if you're playing along with a guitar or piano or whatever you're using, synthesizer. So we're still in record mode. Now it's out of record mode. I can put it back in record mode at any time. Now I can also change the tempo at any time. Although the way this project works now is that changing the tempo will just change it at the immediate time, and the tempo stays wherever you leave it. If you go into the next mode, well, after you've changed it, the tempo will stay there. It doesn't change in the middle of a loop. So we're increasing the tempo. Sometimes that can make for an interesting loop. I can slow the tempo back down. And if you're wondering about this particular pot, it's a multi-turn potentiometer. And sometimes they're called trim pots. Both of these potentiometers, but this one's a multi-turn one. There we go. So those are the functions. Again, put it in record mode at any time. And just as a note, when you go through the code on this, you can check out the Instructable at instructables.com and look up the term Lunamod Looper Basic Stamp 2 version. So the thing about this is that the sample rate only comes around when the actual call for the subroutine happens. And so it's not like some of the more powerful microcontrollers like a PIC or an AVR or even an Arduino, where the sample rate is structured differently than the basic Stamp 2 microcontroller. So there you have it.